Chapter 1. People say heartbreak makes you stronger, but heartbreak made me homeless. The night my fiance ran off with my savings, my trust, and half my dreams, I stood on the street with one suitcase, shaking in cold. The boarding house locked the door at 10. My friends were busy. My family would not pick up. I had no money, no roof, no one. So when I saw the nanny job posting for a wealthy family, I swallowed my pride and prayed anyone would give me a chance. That's how I walked into Julian Blackwood's mansion at sunrise. Cold marble, high ceilings, and him. Tall, sharp jaw, dark eyes that stripped me down to my bones. He looked like a man who did not believe in softness or second chances. Clara Hayes, he asked, voice low and unforgiving. You're late. My heart dropped. I had trouble finding a cab. I stammered. Excuses, he said, already annoyed. I should have walked out, but then a tiny head peeked from behind the staircase. A little girl with curls, paint on her apron, and the sweetest smile. Hi, I'm Amelia, she whispered, his niece. And in that moment, even with Julian cold enough to freeze oceans, I knew I wanted the job. Chapter 2. The mansion looked alive the moment Amelia took my hand. This house was not cold, but Julian was. He washed me every morning at breakfast like he was waiting for me to slip, fail, or show greed. I kept my eyes down. I needed this job. Amelia needed stability, and I refused to let another man break my trust. But slowly, the routine healed me. Drawing with Amelia, baking with Marco, evenings watering flowers with Peter, Sophie brushing Amelia's hair with me every night. The house had a heartbeat. Julian did not. Chapter 3. One afternoon, Amelia and I baked cookies. I leaned over her, guiding her tiny hand through the dough, both of us laughing as flour flew everywhere. I did not hear him enter, but I felt him. A tall shadow stood behind me. A soft breath brushed my neck, and his chest almost touched my back as he reached past me to grab the tray. Careful, he murmured. My hands froze. His voice was too close, too warm, too intimate for a man who barely looked at me. Then he stepped back instantly, jaw tight, pretending nothing happened. But his eyes stayed on me a second longer than they should have. Something in him cracked that day. Something in me trembled. Chapter 4. The tension built like static. The way his eyes followed me when I braided Amelia's hair. The way his voice softened when he spoke my name. The way he lingered at doors when I read bedtime stories. One night after putting Amelia to sleep, I stepped into the hallway. Julian was there, watching, waiting. Clara, he said, walking closer. I tried to ignore this, whatever it is, but I can't. Before I could answer, he cupped my jaw and kissed me. Rough, urgent, claiming. He shot through me, but my heart panicked. I slapped him, breath shaking. Don't ever do that without asking. Julian froze, shock, guilt. Then he stepped back. I'm sorry, he breathed. Chapter 5. Weeks passed. We healed the awkwardness. He became gentler. I became less guarded. Emilia glued us together with laughter and paint and endless questions. One Saturday, Marco, Sophie, and I took Emilia to the park. Julian insisted on coming just in case. He stood under a tree watching us like silent guardian. But whenever Emilia ran toward him, His face softened in a way that made my chest ache. On the walk back to the home, Amelia held both our hands. We looked like a family, but reality reminded me I was just the nanny. Chapter 6. It happened too fast. We were crossing the mansion's driveway. Amelia was in the middle, Julian a few steps behind us, talking to Sophie. I heard the engine before I saw the car. A delivery truck, speeding wrong turn, no time. The world slowed. I froze, pulling Amelia close, covering her with my arms. Brakes screeched, someone shouted. Then a blur of black suit and strong arms crashed into us. Julian. He shoved Amelia and me out of the way, taking the full impact himself, as the truck clipped him, sending him tumbling onto the pavement. Julian, I screamed. He lay there, breathless, arm scraped, shoulder bleeding where metal tore his skin. Amelia wailed, clinging to me. I pressed my trembling hands to his chest. Julian, stay with me. Look at me. His eyes opened slowly, and for the first time he was not cold. He was human. You're safe, he whispered. That's all matters. Tears fell before I could stop them. He had risked his life without thinking to protect us, to protect me. My heart broke open. Chapter 7. The doctor came, bruised ripped shoulder injury and minor contusion. A miracle he was not worse. I stayed by his bed for 2 days and nights, Amelia curled beside me. Sophie brought tea, Marco left food we barely touched. Peter brought flowers from the garden. Julian woke on the third day. His eyes found mine first. You stayed, he whispered. How could I not? My voice shook. You saved our lives. He tried to sit up, wincing. I rushed to steady him. His fingers curled around mine. My whole life, he murmured, I believe women only wanted money, wanted what I could give. I thought I could never trust again. I inhaled sharply. Same, I whispered. My fiancé broke everything inside me. Clara, he said softly, I didn't save you because of guilt or duty. I saved you because I love you. My heart stopped, and I would spend the rest of my life earning your trust. Something warm and terrifying and beautiful bloomed inside me. Then let's start with patience. He nodded once, sealing a silent promise. One evening, when Amelia slept, the staff was gone, Julian led me to the garden balcony. He lowered himself carefully because of his injury onto one knee. Will you marry me? Tears spilled instantly. Yes, I whispered. Yes, Julian. He slowly rose, cupped my face gently, and kissed me. Soft, reverent, nothing like the first time. Amelia ran onto the balcony in her pajamas, squealing. Are we a family now? Julian lifted her carefully, smiling. Yes, sweetheart, he said, looking at me with all the tenderness in the world. We finally are.